Healing era. That's a tough one. I'm grieving the loss of a child. And I'm getting the impression that I'm never really gonna heal completely. I'll never be who I was. I will never get through this era. But I want to start something today, and I'm gonna do it for the next 30 days because today is exactly 11 months since Megan went to heaven. For those of you who don't know, Megan was my 28-year-old special needs daughter. Megan is my 28-year-old special needs daughter. There's no was about it. She always will be. Forever 28, I guess, huh? It's extremely difficult today to realize, one, that it has been 11 months living without her. Two, we're almost to a year. Like, my brain can't even fathom that it's been almost a year since that day I lost her, that week of planning the funeral. Those moments, I just can't believe that that's been almost a year. But the flip side of that is, it feels like it's lasting forever. It feels like she's been gone forever. Like I haven't touched her or got a Megan hug or heard her yell, "Mommy," when I'm FaceTiming with her or come to visit. Like it's such a mind game that it feels like it's been forever. Yes, it feels like it was yesterday. And anyway, starting today, every day, I'm gonna make a little snippet of a video. I'm gonna try to make them pretty short, and I'm gonna tell a Megan story. Because one thing that I don't want to dwell on her death, I want to love on her life, and I want to live in her memories because they're big and they're huge and they're amazing. So I'm gonna tell you one that popped into my head this morning. She had been sick with a bladder infection that was not clearing up, and the doctors just kept giving us a different antibiotic, sending me home, but her fever just kept spiking, and I knew she wasn't getting better. I took her back to the doctor again the next day after he had said, give it a couple days. I took her back because I knew better. And I was really glad I did, because while we were there, her fever spiked to over 105. And then he took me a little bit more seriously. The solution was to give her a shot of antibiotics and put her on an extreme strong antibiotic for 24 hours, recheck her, and the next step would have been hospitalization, which would not be ideal with Megan, because getting her to leave an IV in or things like that, she'd almost have to be sedated a little. She just didn't stand for stuff like that. So anyway, the nurse comes in. She's like, I'm gonna give Megan her shot. And so Megan had stood up, and I said, Megan, just bend over. And she did, and she's good with shots. She never had. But this one must have burned, because I will never forget, the lady did the shot and she kind of jumped and she goes, "Hey!" And the nurse and I both looked at her and she points at this nurse. She goes, "She bit me." And the nurse is like, I said, I'm here. I know you didn't. I said, but yeah, sorry. I was excited because that's a big sentence. She bit me? And I mean, no, the lady didn't bite her booty cheek, but she associated with like, okay, that hurt, something happened back there, she didn't know what. And I was like, Megan, she did not bite you. Don't say that, but good sentence. Like, I was so proud of her. That's just one of my little Megan stories. The poor nurse probably still remembers it to this day. Megan yelling, "She bit me." Okay, I'll be back tomorrow